Want some or not?
Yeah.
Alright.
This man's done virtually nothing. Look,
Alright.
So
You want
we
some,
miss a big portion because I have a lot of memory in my phone and I have to
may I ask?
But you guys can see the other versions. But we're just right here live.
Trump, you have 2 minutes. Why should Americans trust you over your
Trust Jews over.
Crime bill, 1994, where you called them.
Do you want anything else besides this?
No.
They've never forgotten
That's
it.
it?
No, sir. It's
What else you got?
You did
I got,
that, and they call you a super predator, and I'm letting people.
Super Predator!
You have treated the
Hashtag.
African population community. You have treated the black
Top
community
ramen. I got
about
top
as
ramen.
bad
He
as
did all up.
anybody in this country. You
Yeah,
did the
yeah.
1990, and that's why if you look
He
at
called him a super predator.
American has done it a long time because they saw what you did. You call them super predators, and you've called them worse
Hashtag.
than that. Because you look back at your testimony over the years, you've called them a lot worse than that. As far as the church is
Damn,
concerned,
he's calling him out. Hear that? Super Predator!
Would you please be quiet?
Sorry,
250
okay.
military leaders and generals, total support. Law enforcement, almost every law enforcement group in the United States. I have Florida, I have Texas, I have Ohio, I have Portland. The sheriff just came out today and he said, I support President Trump. I don't think you have any law enforcement. You can't even say the word law enforcement because if you say those words, you're going to lose all of your radical left supporters.
Whoa.
Watch
Why
yourself.
aren't
This
you
is
saying
sharp.
those words, Joe?
There
Why
you
don't
go.
you say the words law enforcement?
Say
Because you know what? If they called us in Portland,
Hashtag
we would
law
put that
enforcement.
fire in a half an
Biden
hour, but they won't
refuses.
do it because they're run by
Hashtag.
radical left Democrats. If you look at Chicago, if you look at any place you want to look, Seattle.
Scorched
they
Trails,
knew we were
Maze
coming in the
Runner,
following day, and they put up
2065.
their hands and we got back Seattle. Minneapolis, we got it back, Joe, because we believe in law and order, but you don't. The top 10 cities.
Hashtag law and order
40
2021.
run by Democrats and in many cases radical left, and they've got you wrapped around their finger, Joe, to a point where you don't want to say anything about law and order. And I'll tell you what, the people of this country want and demand law and order, and you're afraid to even say it.
All right. I'm going to return to the question of race. Vice President Biden, after the grand jury in the Breonna Taylor case decided not to charge any of the police with homicide, you said it raises the question, quote, whether justice could be equally applied in America. Do you believe that there is a separate but unequal system of justice for blacks in this country?
Yes, there's systemic injustice in this country, in education and work, and in
Fuck you.
law enforcement, and the way in which it's enforced. But look, the vast majority of police officers are good, decent, honorable men and women. They risk their lives every day to take care of us. But there are some bad apples, and when they occur, when they find them, they have to be sorted out. They have to be held accountable. They have to be held accountable. And what I'm going to do as President of the United States is call together an entire group of people at the White House, well, everything from the civil rights groups to the police officers to the police chiefs, and we're going to work this out. We're going to work this out so we change the way in which we have more transparency and when these things happen. These cops aren't happy to see what happened to George Floyd. These cops aren't happy to see what happened to Breonna Taylor. Most don't like it. But we have to have a system where people are held accountable. And by the way, violence in response is never appropriate. Never appropriate. Peaceful protest is. Violence is never appropriate.
All right,
What is peaceful protest? When they run through the middle of the town
President Trump,
and burn down your stores and kill people all over the place?
that is not peaceful. President Trump, I'm not asking.
You say it is.
President Trump, I'd like to continue with the issue of race. I promise we're going to get to the issue of law and order in a moment. This month, your administration directed federal agencies to end racial sensitivity training